September is? It is National Library Card Sign-Up Month. And so on Thursday, if you come by the library, we've got a special take and make for you. Now, take and make, what is that? That means you get to come pick out your materials and take it with you and make it at home. So this month we are featuring a lanyard for our take and make that you can put your library card on. Now you'll pick up a bag of beads and a string and maybe a ring or two and make your lanyard. Now if you don't really feel like you want to make a lanyard, or you've already got something for your library card, you can take and make items to make a bracelet. Actually, it'll make 2 bracelets, so if you want to make a bracelet, you can do that. Or you could pick up items to take and make a mask holder. We're all having to wear our masks to school, so you might want to have a mask holder to take and make. And they will all be at the library. Now, if you're watching this video and it's after September 2nd, you can get all of these items at a store. You may have them lying around the house and make them at home. So I'll just give you some tips here to show you how to make these. So stay tuned. Okay, friends, the first thing that I'm going to work on is the lanyard for my library card. And what I have chosen was a piece of cord. We also have other lacing that you might want to choose, and maybe some different colors. I've also chosen this ring because I'm going to put the ring there and maybe take my card off. That way I can use it in different ways. And I've got my bag of beads. So I'm going to put my ring on first, and I'm going to keep it on the table. Okay, I learned this the hard way. I was doing this in my lap and all the beads fell out. And you might want to put your beads in a bowl. It might make it easier. But just to show you right now, I'll keep them in the bag. So what I did for my lanyard is on one side, I would put a clear bead. So I put a clear bead on the other side. Whoops, and I dropped my bead. And that's what I was doing earlier. And then you might want to go back and forth, and the next thing I see, I've got 2 green beads. So I'll put a green bead on one side, or not. Green bead on one side, and a green bead on the other side. And then when I've got a lot of beads on, I'm going to let them drop down to the middle there. And you can see that the ring is in the middle. And I just kept going until I didn't want to put any more beads on. My bag of beads went all the way to the end, and so should yours. It may end up here though. But you can see where I had 2 flowers and 2 sports things and 2 hearts and 2 gold beads. And so you might be able to do that. And then just at the end, I tied a real simple knot, and actually I think I tied it 3 times to make sure it was good and tight. You could even add a drop of glue to make sure that it doesn't come apart. So that is how I made my library card lanyard. Okay, friends, the first thing that I'm going to work, the next thing I'm going to make is the holder for my mask. You can see my fun Harry Potter mask here. But I chose 2 of these clasps and a bag of beads, and then another piece of lacing, just like I did with the library card lanyard. This time though, I'm going to tie this on first because I didn't go back and forth with a pattern with this, but you can surely if you want to. But on one end, I am putting one of my clasps. That way I can put the beads on and they won't fall off. And then I just, again, you may want to put these in a bowl, but I just put beads on randomly. I didn't even do a pattern. I just put a lot of different beads on, one at a time. And then you can push them all the way to the end. And then when you got as many beads on as you want, you may want to fill the whole thing. You may want to keep a space for your neck, which is kind of what I did here. So that way I didn't have the beads all the way across my neck. Then I attached the claps to the other end, and it makes it really easy to slide my mask on and off. Now be careful, because that does have a sharp point, so you may want to have somebody to help you put your mask on your mask holder. The last thing I'm going to make is the bracelet. Now for this, you can pick up a piece of the elastic cord if you want it to be a stretchy bracelet, or you can always pick out the cord too, or the lacing. And with this, I'm going to cut it in half because there are enough beads in here in this bag that I can make 2 bracelets. And with this one can get a little trickier, just like the necklace. You may even want to start out with a bead at the end and just kind of tie it on there at the end. That way, while you're putting the beads on, they don't slip. And then you can always untie it. I only did one quick knot just to make sure my beads didn't slip. And when you're ready to hook it together, then you can untie that bead. And it always helps if you've got 2 hands. So if you've got a friend or a family member that can kind of help you out with this one, especially when you have to tie it together at the end. But again, I'm just putting the beads in random order. Here, I made a pattern. This is your bracelet. This is your project, so you can do it any way that you want to, okay? So when you get done and have them all on there, again, carefully untie that knot, and then you can tie these 2 pieces together, just like I did here. I tied them together. And again, if you want to make it a little stronger, you can try to put a little dot of glue there, and I think I'm going to cut these extra edges off so it doesn't look quite so messy. And then I can get to work on my second bracelet. Well, I hope you learned something new, and I hope you stop on by here on Thursday, September 2nd to pick up your take and make items and make something for National Library Card Sign-Up Month. And while you're here, you could sign up for a card. Also, you can pick up one of these papers. We are having a contest for kids to design a library card. And if you are picked the winner, here's the template on the back. We also have it on our website at ofpl.info. But if you're picked the winner, then your design will be featured on our new kids library card. So stop on by, pick up your take and make, pick up a page to design a library card, and stop by the desk and say hi to all of us. So I hope to see you soon. Bye.